G'day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. Just another quick video for you today. Overnight, DJI updated the firmware on the Mavic 3 to fix the slow GPS connection. That is a problem that has plagued the Mavic 3 since it's been released. A lot of people having really slow GPS connections, including myself. Sometimes it has been taking upwards of 5, 6, even 7 minutes to get a GPS lock of 12 satellites. A couple weeks ago, DJI did make a statement that they were aware of the issue and they were going to be releasing a firmware update to fix that. And of course, we did get that overnight. Let's go ahead here and we'll take a look at the firmware release notes. So you can see the aircraft firmware is version 01.00.0600. There's also an update for the remote, both the standard remote and the RC Pro. The remote controller is now version 04.13.0600. Now if we take a look under what's new, it says it's increased the speed of searching for GNSS, which is basically GPS. It's fixed an issue with quick transfer, and it's fixed some minor bugs. So this morning I went ahead and updated the firmware on the controller and the drone. And if you're using the RC Pro, when you update the firmware for the Mavic 3, it's going to automatically update the controller firmware at the same time. So you don't have to go in and update it separately. Now, I went out this morning just to do a quick test, and it was pretty windy, so the audio turned out really poorly. So I'm going to just mainly do some commentary here over top of the video. Now, another thing to mention is that it was raining this morning, just very lightly, and it was quite overcast. So that can affect GPS signal as well, depending on the density of the clouds and a few other factors. So I went ahead and I powered on the controller and the drone, and of course I got a timer going, and I just let it go through its startup procedure and start acquiring satellites. It was just under the 2-minute mark when I got a GPS lock of 12 satellites, and it was able to update the home point.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
So there we go there. It was about 2 minutes before we hit our 12. So definitely there was an improvement there, connecting to 12 satellites, getting that GPS lock. Just under 2 minutes compared to 6 or 7 minutes. Now it's still not as good as something like the Mini 2 or the Air 2S. Those can usually have a GPS lock in about 30 seconds. But for myself and how I fly, I'm okay with 2 minutes. Hopefully maybe they can still tweak that a little bit further. Now I'm really curious if you have the Mavic 3 and you've upgraded the firmware and have done some tests of your own. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen an improvement and what your time is. Now, just quickly before we go here, I do want to test out that quick transfer, because if you're not aware, there is a bug with iPhones anyways. I'm not sure about Android. When you try to initiate a quick transfer just by powering on the drone and letting it connect to your phone, to get it to work properly on an iPhone, you have to put it into airplane mode or disable cellular service in order to get the transfer going. Now, I've already tested this out and I can say that it has not fixed that bug. So whatever bug they fixed with quick transfer had nothing to do with this. And I'll just show you that here quickly. We'll go ahead and we'll power on the drone. So I will now launch the Fly app, and you can see it comes up to switch into quick transfer mode. So we'll do that. We'll connect to the Mavic 3. So now we're connected and we're going to go to View Album. Now I have just a couple test files on there because I formatted the memory card, so there's no actual footage on there. So you can see we've got this file here. Let's go ahead and we'll go to download it. We'll sync it to phone. If we go back to the main screen, you can see that there's no download happening. If we put the phone into airplane mode, so we'll relaunch the Fly app, we'll reconnect, we'll click on download, and you can see there it's now downloading. So in the release notes where they say they fixed a problem with quick transfer, it wasn't that iPhone bug that they corrected. That's still an issue. Well, folks, like I said, just a quick update on the new firmware. Definitely an improvement. Hopefully they can fix that a little bit more and make it a little bit quicker. But as mentioned, 2 minutes for me is okay. I'm usually not in any great hurry. And by the time I get situated and ready to fly, 2 minutes, it's connected, then I can put it up in the air and I'm good to go. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and found it had value. It's always greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.